Hello student, this video for class 8th chapter 11 mensuration. In this video I will explain you the first topic of this chapter, that is trapezium, and we will discuss about the area of trapezium. So first of all, before discussing about the area of a trapezium, let's see what is trapezium. We know a trapezium is also a quadrilateral in which we have one pair of parallel side, means we among four sides there is two parallel side to each other. Like here I shown you the diagram of a trapezium. This is a trapezium ABCD in which we have one parallel side, two parallel side, and AB is parallel to DC. So here we have AB is parallel to DC. The other two sides are, we can call them as a non-parallel side, because you can see AD and BC is not parallel to each other. There is one special type of trapezium also that is known as a isosceles trapezium. When non-parallel side become equal to each other, then we call that trapezium as a isosceles trapezium. In this trapezium, if suppose AD is equal to BC, then we can call them as a isosceles trapezium also. Otherwise this is a simple trapezium. The only thing is about that trapezium is a quadrilateral and in which we have one pair of parallel side, and here for this trapezium ABCD, AB is parallel to DC. Now we're going to discuss the area of this trapezium. The formula for area of trapezium is what? So we're going to find out the area of trapezium. So here you can see this is trapezium ABC. I divide this trapezium in three parts: part first, part second, part third. So suppose I am writing P1, P2, P3. Okay, so part 1, suppose I am giving a name here EF. So you can see the part first is in the triangular shape, and this AE is perpendicular. So this is a right triangle. Similarly, part 3 is also a triangle, and here BF is perpendicular. So this is also a right angle triangle, and the middle part, that is ABFE, it is a rectangle. So here whole trapezium is now in three parts. So area of this whole trapezium is of course the area of part first, area of part second, area of part 3. Suppose I am writing like this: area of part 1 plus area of part 2 plus area of part 3. Okay, now you can see the first part is a triangular shape, and suppose this is the base DE. Suppose it is B1, length of this side is B1, EF is suppose B2, and FC is suppose B3. Okay, so in part first the area of right angle triangle is 1/2 base into height. Here the base is B1, and what is the height? This length is height. Suppose I am giving a symbol like H, so H. This is the part first area, plus the second part is rectangular shape, and we know the area of a rectangle is length into breadth. So what is here length and breadth? So breadth is, of course, this height is breadth and this one is less. Since it is a rectangle, so of course AB must be equal to EF. So we can simply say that if AB is A, so A is of course equal to B. So if the area of this rectangle is what? Length into breadth, and length is B2, B2 is also equal to A. So A into breadth is here H, plus the area of part 3 is again a triangle 1/2, base is B3 into height is again H. So this is the whole area of trapezium. Now we're going to solve them. So you can see among these three terms H is common, so we will take H as a common. So what we get? B1 divided by 2 plus A plus B3 divided by 2, and out of the bracket we taken H as a common. Now let's solve this. We can take 1 by 2 as also as a common by taking 2 as a LCM. So 2 is LCM, 2 1 jar 2, so here we get B1 only, plus here we have nothing, means 1 1 2 jar 2, so we will multiply numerator with 2, so 2A plus 2 1 jar 2, so we multiply B3 with 1, so it become B3 only, and outside of the bracket we have H. Now we have denominator as 2, so we can take 1 by 2 as a common. Inside the bracket we have what? It is, we have 2 times A, so we can write this one A plus B1 plus A plus B3, and bracket close, outside the bracket it is H. Now see, it is A, and if you see these three terms, how we can write this one? This is B1 and A is equal to B2, so B2 हम यहाँ लिख लेते हैं. Then plus B3 is B3 into H is equal to 1 by 2. Here we have A, and B1, B2, B3. Here we have B1, B2, B3. This is the length of this whole side BDC. Suppose we take, let DC is equal to B. If the DC is equal to B, so we can say that B1 plus B2 plus B3, because DC is what? It is B1 plus B2 plus B3 is equal to what? B. So at the place of B1 plus B2 plus B3, we can simply write B only and into H. And this is the area of a trapezium. And in normal language, we can write this one as 1 by 2 sum of parallel side into height. So you can see why I am writing the sum of parallel side, because this is AB and DC is parallel to each other. AB is A and DC is B. So here A plus B means, simply in words we can write sum of parallel side into H is what? It is perpendicular height. So that's why I am writing H. So area of a trapezium is what? It is half of sum of parallel side into height between two parallel sides. So this is the area of a trapezium. We can use this area formula to find out the area of a trapezium. Also, if the parallel side is given to us, we can find, with the help of this, we can find the height. Height means perpendicular distance between two parallel sides. Also, we can find if any two thing is given among area A, B and H. If any three is given to us, we can find the fourth one by the help of this formula. So that's all for today. Thank you. In next video, we will discuss about the area of a rhombus.